This is Sexy, Funny, Raw, where we chat all about the world of sex, from dating and relationships all the way to the adult industry itself. I'm Silvia Saige, and this is my Pornspective, answering all the questions you weren't even brave enough to ask Google. Get ready, because Sexy, Funny, Raw starts now.
So great. Thank you.
We always act surprised, like, oh my God,
I know, like
applause.
we don't know it's
we
coming.
know it's coming.
It's so great. All right, guys, welcome back. I am Silvia Saige. Welcome back to another episode of Sexy, Funny, Raw.
Your voice can get like lower than mine, even if I tried. But like, sexy, funny, raw.
That's my seduction voice. That's what I have to do when I'm like really trying to work it.
Have you ever worked for like a 900 number?
No, but I
that's
should.
dating me, by the way. So when I was like having money
exist?
issues years ago, do you know how many phone operating like I auditioned for?
No, you did
wanted
not.
my voice.
No.
100%. They're like, you don't really have the kind of voice we're looking for. I'm like, what do you mean?
You don't even have a voice for radio. Oh, I'm so sorry.
But because it's easy, you would just stay by the phone for like 8-hour shifts, and you get paid lots of money. And if you like talk them over like 5, 10, and 15-minute increments, you would get a bonus.
And no one wanted to talk to you for that long.
I couldn't even pass it like the audition, and they're like, "Yeah, big boy, tell me more. Like, does he have a car? Pop up." It was like a musical theater. Anyway,
You could have auditioned to play a woman for men. No?
sexy. Stick it in, big boy.
How bad do you need the job? That's all I'm saying. All right, guys. Today's topic, we're talking about labels. So I guess that kind of works out. And like, you know, you were never going to be labeled as a sex phone operator. And now we know. So, but it's the labels that we give ourselves, the labels that the world gives us, and how we choose to deal with those labels. So without further ado, I will welcome my first guest, our first guest. I don't know why I would say it any other way.
So territorial.
I know I'm very territorial right now, only because I feel like you didn't know her outside of me. So
No, but
still,
yeah, doing the research, I'm fascinated.
my introduction. So here we go. Without further ado, my very good friend Savannah Manhattan is a trans writer, model, comedian in Los Angeles who performs all over the country and recently released her first book, There's Something About Theo, which is out right now, which I cannot wait to talk about. You can catch her on a bunch of LA's hottest shows and reviewing LA's hottest restaurants. Please welcome my friend, Savannah Manhattan.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Ah, this is so exciting. I'm here, and my label right now is horny.
I love.
Is that a label or like an adjective?
Oh, it's the whole energy.
It's all of it.
It's
like,
a verb. It's a noun.
fuck
It's
is
whatever.
like, yeah, you can like it's a noun. Like you can call somebody a fuck. You can fuck somebody.
It's all the things.
Yeah.
Like fucking dumb. Like like that's it.
Or wear it on the back of your shorts.
Which
Yes.
we have to also discuss. This man walked in here with just like sex, like horny written all over his body. It might be in your mind, but it is written on this man's body.
Speaking of horny, let me introduce from my side of the gay porn room, Felix Fox has been on the adult film scene for not even a year, or like barely a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, with those golden curls, big blue eyes, those pouty lips, and that amazing booty. He's created a lot of buzz in the biz and has already filmed with some of the biggest names in the industry. Please welcome Felix Fox.
Hello.
Felix.
Can we make him show
Yeah.
us his shorts?
Yeah, we're
Can you
gonna-
just show us the shorts? Show us the shorts.
Felix walked in here like this. It's the middle of a day on a Tuesday,
See, that's
Wednesday, whatever the
unfair.
day
Oh
is.
my goodness.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
illegal.
Christ is.
Now, do people ask you all the time if it's real or not?
No.
Because
What?
no, because some
Yeah.
gay porn stars have
fake
had
booties.
saline
Yeah.
or had, and then sometimes they shift while they're fucking, and
Yeah.
it's not fun.
I've seen bad ones. I have seen it. But yours is not fake, and it is fantastic. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Felix. No, thank you.
That's real Nike.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Even
That's
Ste-
real Nike, Savannah.
Even Stevie Wonder is like, "Thank you for that outfit."
I got them in Vegas.
Did you have a Valentine this year? What did you do for Valentine's?
I didn't do anything for Valentine's yet, but Devin Franco just got back from Chicago, so we're gonna go out on a date.
Is that your Valentine?
Okay,
I
now
love it.
I did not know that you guys were a couple.
Yeah.
were you keeping it under wraps or?
No, we're just whenever somebody asks about it, we just tell them. But we don't really make it like super like ostentatious or anything.
I mean, I literally had, and I'm so nosy, by the way. Like, I'll look up everybody, and
He
Devin
is.
Franco is one of my favorites from the adult film world, and you guys are like now the powerhouse couple.
Well, there you go.
Who knew?
Well, now we all know.
Yes.
So,
They're doing work from home.
did you have a Valentine's this yesterday? Was yesterday Valentine's Day?
Yeah. It
Yes,
was.
yes, yesterday. Yes.
I had like a bestie Valentine. It was
Did
a
you?
A
That's the best.
Valentine's Day.
Okay, I
Do you
like
sleep
that.
with your bestie?
No, we cuddle though.
Oh.
See, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
I'm an affectionate person.
yeah.
Oh, I could tell.
I slept
could
with a
tell.
stranger, and then went home to my cats. So.
Did you look it up like on Tinder or like how did you hook this up?
Oh no! I got paid to have sex with a stranger.
Oh, it was work.
It was
You were
for work.
working.
Yeah, I had to go work, but it was like a new little girl. And she's very cute. She's like 22 years old, but she looked like she was 15 years old.
Wait, she hired you to
No, it was for a
Oh.
scene.
Oh, girl, you got
No,
I
it
feel
was-
like this young girl
Some
was like, I'm hired
elaboration.
Silvia Saige for Valentine's.
No, but what was fantastic is it was for Pure Taboo. Do you know the site? So it's basically Pure Taboo is like a creepy site. They do like really like vile, like almost crossing a lot of lines in porn, and I love because I love the acting and I like getting super creepy. And this little girl, she's 4'11". I mean, I could spin her on my finger. Like she was so tiny, and I had to play her. A pastor's wife, and I was converting her because she was having lesbian thoughts, bad thoughts, and so I was
Sinful.
converting her and
Naughty
telling
girl.
her that it was okay to be a lesbian and it was God's way. And we got so creepy with it. This little girl started praying in the middle of me eating her pussy, and I was like, "Yes, bitch,
You would
sell
have
it."
to pray.
Like, yeah.
Like,
Oh
it's,
yeah.
It's heavenly.
It was.
Yeah.
So good we
It
named
is. It is. It was fantastic. What was your Valentine's Day, Alexander?
You didn't want to know. I woke up with a chicken McNugget in my bed the next day. That's how good it was.
That sounds kind of nice. Though.
He's like,
I didn't even realize it was like it snuck up on me, and there's so much going on. I was like, who gives a shit?
No one does.
I watched Fatal Attraction for real because that's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, okay.
That's a good Valentine's movie.
Yeah.
And I ordered chicken nuggets, and I had a bottle of something.
Kate, but you said McNuggets?
Chicken McNuggets.
You get Burger King nuggets are so much better.
My God, are you insane?
eight
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna listen
$1.
to a fit
Eight for
skinny
$1.
person about
I'm
what nuggets are
already-
better. If
I'm
somebody
already
knows what
gonna
nuggets
walk.
are better,
What are you?
That's blasphemy. McNuggets are the
Excuse me?
top nuggets.
yes,
Excuse me?
and the sweet and
Hello?
sour sauce. But
Okay,
like
all right,
that,
right,
and some like
that's-
vodka with Mountain Dew. Like I had.
I think once you have vodka and Mountain Dew, it cancels out like taste of anything else. Like you just.
Oh, yeah.
That was like my trashy Valentine's. I'm like, you deserve this. Come on, Pornhub. Let's have a 10-minute date.
Yeah, I
Nugget.
get you. I had 2 giant glasses of wine, so by the time I got home by myself, so it was good. I feel it.
I had 2 giant edibles.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
That's
I was out for 8 hours.
nice. Do you feel refreshed?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm operating on a higher level.
That's
now.
the difference between weed and liquor, though, because this morning I woke up not feeling awesome, and because I went to bed with 2 giant, filled like to the
Girl,
brim.
don't
Like,
even. I have seen you, like,
Oh,
the
I
bar
know.
has had to shut down. They're like, we're out of tequila. And Sylvia's like, another round of shots.
Only because I like buying things for other people. And I'm
But
like,
you put them down, too. And it's like, I haven't met a girl that can keep up like you. Honestly, it's like shot. And then, well, we've had interesting times.
Yeah.
It's like, "Rah."
keeping up is one thing, like being functional is a total other. I just play a
Yeah.
big game. I have a big like personality that I'm
Yeah.
keeping up with up here, you know.
I feel like you and I get drunk really fast.
Yes,
around
no,
each other.
I do. I
Like, it
do
takes, like,
get
2
drunk
drinks
fast.
to, like-
Yes, and then
That's how I am. I get
Do you
drunk.
drink even?
Sometimes, yeah. Like I like to drink. I like getting like fucked up, but like I
But,
get
like-
fucked up super quickly, and then I get super horny, and then I just crash.
yeah,
That's how I am
well,
with weed too.
So
except it's more like a
unfair.
15-minute like time frame instead of like 45 minutes.
See,
With
Yeah.
weed gets me horny. Drinking alcohol does not.
oh, alcohol is my like.
Weed, I'm just like,
I mean,
just sends me to sleep.
yeah, alcohol for me, I will like rape the unwilling. I am just like I am an attack force.
pure taboo with Silvia Saige.
exactly. Pure taboo. I shouldn't have even said it, but
I mean,
it's
as long
the
as
truth.
you ask first.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever had to film a scene with pure taboo that you were like, hey guys, this is not something that I'm comfortable with?
Actually, I don't even know if it was pure taboo, but I did turn down a scene where I was going to have to fat shame the person who was going to play my daughter.
wow.
I was going to have to fat shame them, and I was like, I can't. Like, I'm out. Find somebody else. I'll do a lot of shit, but
Look
I'm
at
not.
you!
Yeah.
Fighting for the curvy girls.
Yeah.
We need love too.
Yeah. Well, I've not. So I've done some stuff where people wanted me to say racial slurs as well,
Yeah,
and I
that's
said no to
fine.
that
Oh,
also.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't say those things.
Girl
You know.
has lines.
Yeah, for sure. And like all it takes is like, I mean, granted, you could have paid me like, $1 million, like say it once, just like on this video and like it's his fetish or whatever. I'm like, but anyone could find this video and spin it in any way,
exactly
shape or
right.
form. Like it's
True.
not just a word that I'm saying. Like it's going to have a whole connotation behind it. I'm going to be canceled. Like, I don't
Especially
want to
with
do
cancel
it.
culture today.
Oh,
like,
Especially
it's so
today.
damn bad.
Yeah.
But it's weird for me when like ethnicities participate in scenes like that. It's so weird to me.
That they wanted.
yeah.
I don't get it either. I can't do it either. But in the same way that I also don't really appreciate women in porn letting these ridiculous things happen to them either, and like getting called a whore and like these, I mean, I've been the girl where 5 dudes are coming on my face at once and I
Same,
don't
girl,
like
same.
that, like I feel like, especially when it's like a little young girl, I'm like, stop it! Stop coming all over her face.
I like
leave
being-
her alone.
Like, yeah.
That's like a fun time for me. It's like, you could call me whatever you want. Like, I love calling like somebody in the bedroom like slut and whore,
Yeah.
but then we're like going to the opera afterwards, and it's like we're gonna have like.
I think some people just really get off on that. The girl I was with yesterday was that. She would just really she wanted it to be like dirty. She wanted somebody to slap her and choke her and like tell her she was a whore and really get into it. And I'm just like, if you call me anything derogative, like I will come back and bite your balls off. Like, I
And then he's even more excited.
Yeah. I'm like, I just need you to know I'm a bad bitch. And that is like where we draw it. Like, just I'm a bad bitch.
Now, what kind of sex are you and Devin having at home, like off camera? Is it as like crazy as we see you guys? Because
And can we film it? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I've seen both of your scenes get pretty
hot.
extreme, like with like a lot of partners. So, are you guys having that kind of sex regularly, or you have boring sex?
Like honestly, yeah, it's mainly like just passionate and like
that's
like I don't know, because we both get our fill.
I
of,
was
like,
gonna say,
kinky,
but that's what
like-
you need when you need a balance.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
that's kind of the way I look at it as well.
Because you're right, both of you are getting fucked like crazy in your scene, so you want someone to kiss you and like soft touch,
whatever like happens, kind of just happens. But it's I'd say like 19 times out of 20 gonna be just like passionate. I wouldn't even say boring, but it's more passionate. Just kinda,
Right?
like,
That's so
chill,
sweet.
But like, don't get me wrong. I love like you. I love being like
Thrown against a wall.
choked to like I pass out like
Oh,
Austin Wolf. What he
wow.
does, I love that.
As Alexander takes a drink, he's like,
like,
"Excuse, okay, I have no words there. No, I love
Except
it."
you guys did like do manly slaps. Imagine me like my voice like, you silly sailor,
You goober.
stop it. You sassy silly.
So, since our show is labels, are you guys labeled? Are you boyfriend girlfriend right now, or is that your like
Yeah.
boyfriend girlfriend? Did I just say that? I did. I didn't even mean it. It just slipped out of my mouth. I didn't even mean it.
Do you like each
Boy,
other?
do you like each other? Did you check yes? Okay. Are you together?
Yeah.
Okay. We're putting that label on right there. I will say, though, the reason I wanted to do the label show is because I feel like what we just talked about before we came onto the show, I feel like I'm in a weird place in life. I feel like I'm exiting working for studios. I feel like, yeah, I'm kind of just like working for myself now, and I haven't been doing as much comedy. So I feel like my whole persona of being this porn star comedian, I'm like, wait, I'm not doing a whole lot of either one of those. I'm just kind of the girl sitting around right now. So I feel like what happens when the label that we have addressed ourselves with leaves us. Who am I now? What am I doing? Where am I at? We all had different labels before we were here. You weren't always a commuter writer. You weren't doing modeling or anything like that
No,
until
I changed so much, but that was as I evolved.
right, switching
I realized like what makes me happy.
to your true self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people make their labels their definition too. So then if it doesn't work, then they're like, well, now I'm a loser. But that's not true. It's a label.
Yeah.
And we're allowed to be we're allowed to succeed and fail at anything we need just to get to our, like, we're in essence, so we have to like get to where we need happiness.
But you're still hanging on to the comedian title that you've given yourself, right?
Oh yeah,
and
because I won't turn down a good show.
Same, I won't. If was the moment anyone calls me, I do a gig. But yeah, I'm not
We're
calling
still
out
funny
people.
ladies.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and you came out almost a year ago, right?
Yeah, I came out a year ago yesterday.
Was it really?
Congratulations.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yes.
Oh, and it was on Valentine's Day. Look at you.
Yeah.
It was like your gift to yourself.
And I didn't even do that on purpose.
Oh,
it just
really?
happened to be Valentine's. It was like
Oh,
a
I
little
love
bit of
that.
self-love. But
Yeah.
2 years on hormones in April.
Oh, so you started the hormones before you even like
oh yeah,
announced.
Oh yeah, like it took me a year just to
See,
be
but I
like,
didn't
okay,
know that.
Public,
Yeah.
And I've known you as I knew Theo Manhattan, and I do want to talk about this book and what exactly is there about Theo.
yes, what? I'm a
So
mystery.
is this about the transition? Is that
Yeah, it's a poetry collection that I wrote, and
Okay.
it's all about my trans journey and
Okay.
and the spirituality of it too, because
Okay.
those very much intertwine. And I mean, I've had so many crazy experiences being who I am, and just like all sorts of public reactions and way people look at you or talk to you is so much different. Like I could hijack this podcast for hours about.
But when you say a difference in people and how people talk to you, I really want to like dive into that because I think that's so relevant for all of us. I personally, for me, when I worked in medicine, I feel like everyone spoke to me like I was a decent, normal human being and people respected my opinion on things. And then now that I tell everyone I work in porn, it's like I couldn't be less of a human in people's eyes. So I feel like to me, what gave it more to you? Do you feel more or less of a person in other people's eyes?
I feel it's a weird bothness.
Okay.
Like I feel like because being trans it's always existed, but it just is getting to the social radar. So I feel like so many people don't know what it is yet, and that makes me like this really interesting character. Like people just don't know what to think.
But do you feel the need to educate, or do you feel like fuck off, let me live my life?
There are days of both.
Both.
Honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some days I'm like, I sit them down. I have the pointer. Like, let me tell you something. And then other days I'm just like, can I just exist, please?
Yes.
Do I need to be a teacher? all
Proving
the time?
something all the time.
Yeah.
I definitely feel that. And I feel like even when getting into porn, you can feel the same thing. Like, you know, did you feel like a shift in like how people treated you when you were just a regular? What did you do prior to porn, by the way? What was your...
I did personal training and worked at a supplement store.
So people respected your opinion.
No, you know, that's actually something that I feel like not quite. So it shifted in a lot of ways in terms of, yes, and when I started to do porn, I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of friends when I came out as gay. That was like 2.5 years ago.
Really?
You just came out 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I think it was the last 3 years. I don't remember exactly. It was on like a.
Can I ask how old
October.
you are? Is that
Yeah,
make it-
22.
22.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 22.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you came out at 20.
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
pretty
yeah.
Amazing.
It was it's pretty late. Yeah.
What inspired you to finally be like, you know what, I'm done living this kind of life, and I'm just going to be honest with who I am?
Just kind of like, I don't know. I just wanted to be like who I was. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really
Did you come out to family first? Or
friends?
Friends.
Friends, and then like right after family.
And everyone handled it pretty appropriately? Or?
You know, it was kind of, so I told my friends basically all at once, and then my family was like kind of one at a time, and each person handled it a little bit differently. All my siblings, they love it. My mom was kind of like, my dad is, so he's a theologian and not a pastor.
I don't know what a theologian is.
Like they study religion and like the whole...
okay,
yeah,
okay.
predominantly like Christianity.
Oh,
and
okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's like Bible this, Bible that. So he handled it kind of like, oh, okay. But he never said anything negative about it.
Where are you from originally? Where did you grow up?
Grew up in Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty open, but not 100.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The place where I'm from, it's a rural suburb. So rural suburb. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was pretty.
Talk
like,
about labels. That's another one.
Yeah.
conservative like area. So it was kind of like, but it was kind of like progressing towards a more left. I don't know if that's the right
Now,
ideology.
did you also have to come out again as a porn star to your family?
Yes. Yeah, and my
Which
That's
was
a whole sector
easier.
come
dad
out.
still
Yeah.
doesn't know. Dad still doesn't know.
Really?
Dad doesn't know. Mom knows. She actually is on board with it. She's like, as long as you're safe and you like it, and I love it. So, but and then all my siblings know, and they're like, cool.
Wow.
So-
I love that.
But we're talking about labels and how, like, when you worked at like a supplement store,
When it
I mean,
changed.
you have so much attention now. You have become a fan favorite so quickly, and there's a lot of spotlight on you. And so, in certain ways, you've been embraced by the gay community, and you've kind of like put on a pedestal because of your body, because of your amazing work, because it's really good.
Thank you.
So that kind of puts you in a different spotlight where
Yeah.
you are appreciated in a whole different way.
So it's definitely, as you said, in a different way. It's definitely like it's almost like I'm viewed in like a lens of like and I do it to myself. Wearing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, and I love the attention that it gets me in that sort of like I don't
love
wear
your
this
confidence.
accidentally. Thank you.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it does like it is a different type of like authority, or like I don't want to say authority, but like it's a different type of like power that I'm given being.
I think people respect you when they find out you're being you.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like objectified though, where it's just like I'm just like a piece of meat,
Right.
and it's like, hey, I have feelings just like everybody else. I have other talents. I have other dreams and passions.
Sometimes, not like a whole lot. That's kind of what I meant earlier with like the whole. It's a different type of like it's definitely objectification, but it's like I said, I do it to myself, and like I do feel like that sometimes, but I don't really know.
I think gay porn stars maybe feel, and I'm obviously I'm not a porn star, but I'm from the gay community obviously, and I think there's more acceptance of gay porn stars within the community, and a lot more the porn stars are going to
Yeah.
red carpets, they're invited to all the Hollywood parties, and it's like and they become friends. I mean, how many porn stars have I become friends with, especially through you? But I think as a woman porn star, you don't have that kind of support. Guys will
Yeah.
jerk off to you, but then they won't treat you with respect.
Oh, no, absolutely. I got uninvited from a Super Bowl party last
What?
week because of porn.
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah, I was like invited, got the whole like intel or whatever, and then right before I was like, so what's the plan for like today? Like, how are we like setting up? Like, how are we arriving together? And they were like, oh yeah, I can't take you because you're a porn star. And I'm like, what?
That's what's insane. It's like,
Like, what?
everybody looks at porn, everybody enjoys
exactly
sex,
right.
and then
Yeah.
the moment you do it, they're like,
Yeah.
oh well.
We don't want her I don't want her
yeah.
like tainting
But
the party.
How did your friend even have that
Like,
conversation?
yeah.
Like, hey guys, just so you know, I'm bringing a porn star.
Well, I think I think the situation is everyone in the comedy world, and you can speak for me, everyone in the comedy world knows that Silvia Saige is a porn star. So it isn't like a hidden secret, and everyone kind of just already puts me in this subcategory anyway. So the moment you say, oh, I'm bringing Silvia Saige, someone will go, like, that's not the person I want.
You're
there.
highly tokenized.
Yeah, 110%.
Like people don't see you for who you are overall.
No, and people don't even view me as a comic, honestly. Comics don't view me as a comic, which is interesting.
Well, I do. So
Yeah, well, thank you.
yes.
And you do build a large part of your routine is on being a
Oh,
porn
yeah.
star.
The majority of it is about that, but because it's my life, in the same aspect that Savannah will talk about being a trans woman, or someone who works at a dog shelter will talk about dogs. Like, and people talk about their kids if they're a mother or a father. I talk about my life, and I think for a lot of people that is a little bothersome, but at the end of the day, it's my story to tell, So
Exactly.
I heard something the other day that really registered to me, and it was, don't let anybody else's impression of you become your own reality. And I was like, wow, that is like, I wrote it down on my board because I was like, oh, I need to hear that. Like, I get so wrapped up in how everyone else views me. And that's another reason, like, doing this. I was like, because I do feel like I'm losing my identity. I'm not Silvia Saige, the porn star comedian. Now I'm like a podcaster and OnlyFans person. So
Laughing all the way to the bank, by the way.
literally
Beep, beep, bitch.
laughing all the way to the bank, but it's just like, wait, who am I? What happened? So yeah, it's just interesting. But You asked a question over there to Felix, and I kind of wanted to bring it back to Savannah because I wondered how you dealt with it when you were coming out with your family and friends. Do you feel like you lost people? Do you feel like you gained people? Because I feel like sometimes when trans people come out, it's almost like I knew that person. Like I know that person. They're my friend, and they like latch on to you in like a weird, like not friendly, not good intentioned. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. Like, it was similar to Felix, where I was like, I did Family Dead last.
You did.
Oh yeah, because I was like, that's gonna be the hardest conversation, and so you start with like the small groups of friends, and you're like, okay, that felt comfortable. I'm gonna like snowman it and like continue. But I was so scared to do it that on Valentine's Day, when I just was like, screw it, I'll just post. and then I sat back, I was like, I did it. And then
What was the post, by the way? What did you say? Do you remember?
I just said like, this is who I am. Like it was a long post, but I was just like not apologizing for it and being happy about it, which you should.
Yes, of course.
But the thing I noticed was like so many people were supportive, and they texted me their support too, and they like wanted to know stuff and everything. But then I realized that the people that actually don't approve, or like they're just ones that will stay silent.
That's true.
People are too afraid of confrontation
to say,
so they're just going to like look at you weird, or they're not going to use your proper pronouns or ask,
or they just disappear altogether. A really good friend of mine transitioned, and all of our friends were talking to each other behind her back in such
awful.
And it wasn't like malicious, like they were out to get her, but it was like, oh, remember when they were this person, and we had sex with them, and it was so weird and inappropriate. It's like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? Where's the support? And so a whole regiment of her friends have literally just disappeared. They just don't text. She doesn't get invited to parties. Like, it's an uncomfortable thing. It's like, what the hell does that have to do with you?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even notice who's disappeared, honestly, because they're peons anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I seriously don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't? Like, I'm so happy with who I am that nothing matters. Like, you're either on. Like, I had to set boundaries with my family too, because they were all like, we love you, but are you sure this is the path that you want to go down? And I'm like, goddamn right, it's my path. Like, you're either on board with the already going train, or you're left in the dust, son.
Do you feel like you have left some family in the dust?
I left all of them.
Really? I didn't know that.
Except for a few, except for like a sister, like my aunts and uncles, like my brothers. Everyone else I don't talk to.
That is so hard to hear, and I hate hearing that for you. So I'm so sorry, but
I honestly I don't care. Like I've been so independent since coming out here, and I'm like, if you're not paying my bills, if you're not telling me the decisions that I need to make, or you're not guiding my life, you have the same responsibility as any of my friends to support me. And if you don't, you're just like them. Bye.
That's your growth. That's awesome.
No, I do love that.
And it's powerful to feel that way, because I just feel invincible, like the last of my testosterone.
Seeping out of those veins.
It also sounds like you've embraced your previous life as well. And I know some of my trans friends, they don't want mentioned by their dead name, and that whole part is like, that is just not part. But it sounds like you're incorporating.
I mean, I tell, like, I really don't, like, I buried it for a reason, but I mean, I trust so few people with it, but like I celebrated it by burying it, by being like, that guy led me to where I am today, my biggest mentor. And then like now that he shed his skin and is now me, like, she can live and be bright and happy. And everybody, I've had so many people be like, this makes so much sense because you actually have confidence now.
I've said that forever. I feel like as Theo, although we were good friends, you were very reserved and very quiet, and your comedy reflected that as well, almost like a nervousness. And as Savannah, it's just like you are this bright shining light, and your comedy
diva
just
girl.
like you just like changed the game on everything and became such much a more powerful human and like just so impressive. So
Oh yeah, like I'm a phoenix from the ashes,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah,
like,
I love it.
That's how you have to treat it. Same with coming out as gay. Like
yeah.
like you have. I'm so happy that you did that. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you're so relieved.
Yes.
Do you feel more comfortable and more assertive in other aspects of your life as having come out?
Every aspect, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my
I-
God. I'm so
best.
glad you even asked that question because that's so, yeah.
That's something that I wish I could do again is come out. Like,
Really?
Like, coming out so far.
It has to be the hardest thing, for anybody because you risk family, friends,
Yes.
career. You risk so much.
Yeah.
Put it
by
all
just
on the
being
table,
yeah.
baby. Put it all like.
Mhm.
But
all
then
the-
it's like a
find
Band-Aid.
the
You rip it
real
off and then you
people,
heal.
though. You know, you find the real people, like
Yeah.
like Savannah said, like it just,
Mm-hmm.
it weeds out the fuckers that don't belong there.
right.
Plus,
right.
plus at our age, like even early 20s, like I'm 30, like you don't have time to deal with people who waste your time anymore.
Yeah.
If I would have known,
time.
Yeah.
if we had different language and different energy when I was young coming out, I came out very late. I came out late in college. I was engaged to be married. Like it was just awful. If
I
I would
can't
have had
even
that
imagine,
language, I know.
by the way.
If I would have had that language and that energy earlier, how many years did I waste not being who I
Yes.
was? And I could have been
Yep.
on my real path.
Yep.
And it's so frustrating.
You can't
Yep.
think that way though because
It
it's
wouldn't-
always the right timing.
Right.
Like,
Wouldn't have been who you
Right.
are. Right.
Well, and in talking about labels, it's funny to me when people that are a gay porn star, they leave the industry and they strip everything away of that gay porn star name. They don't want to be associated with it. They change, they don't want to talk about it. Like it's some big embarrassment. It's
Right.
like that got you to where you are, and you did it. So
Yes.
why should you be embarrassed? But there
Yeah.
are a number of stars that never want to be discussed that part of their life.
I don't even know how I'm gonna ever be not Sylvia ever again. Like if someone like when someone's like, "Is that your real name?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's the name you get. That's the name you're gonna call me." And unless we're booking tickets, you don't need the other name. Like
Yeah.
that's just like.
I have a question. When people ever ask you the question when you tell them my name is Silvia Saige?
Yeah.
They're like, "Is that your porn name? Am I allowed to know your real name?"
Yeah.
I get offended when people.
I
say
do
that.
too. I'm
It's
like,
none of their
that
business
is
to
my
know your
name.
real name.
Yeah.
It's like that's the name like you said. That's the name I fucking gave you. Don't
Yes.
fucking like.
that's what I get for like me.
Yes.
I've had strangers be like, "Well, what was your name before?"
That's the
What?
rudest. That's so
Yeah.
rude.
Like, right. It just
like how do you even know that for starters? 'Cause
Right.
I pass like an angel, but
right. It's like when
So rude. It's like, well, what's your credit score, bitch?
when someone's name is Anthony James and they call them AJ and you introduce yourself as AJ, you don't go, but what are the initials stand for? Because that's what I'm going to call
Right,
you.
for
Like,
real.
No, you're going to call me AJ because I told you my name is AJ. Like, you know?
what?
Like, I don't. People
people
just
just want to know everything.
they want to get in like all like they want to wear your skin without wearing your skin. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they want to be like all up in your shit.
It's like they're looking at
but,
like some fancy zoo that they're just like a
Yeah.
trans by. It's
Yeah,
like you don't
that's
even
what I
know
think it
what
is.
it's
Like-
And
But-
that's part of the job in porn. You're putting yourself
That
out
is
there.
very true.
That's part of the job. Like some of these social media influencers get so mad when their private lives get invaded, and it's like, bitch, that's
Put
your
it
job.
on.
Yeah.
I recently have thought that so much because I see all these TikTokers that I've been following and I see them like getting mad about how like they're like, if you would just leave me alone, let
Yes.
me live my life. I'm like, welcome to my world every day of my life. I'm
You're
like,
out there.
yeah. You are telling people to watch your life and now they're going to watch it and then all they're going to
Yep.
do is critique and make you feel as little or as big as they want, but it doesn't matter because it's their opinion. And that's where exactly I was like, oh, don't let somebody else's opinion become my reality. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And there was one influencer recently, and she was in the corner. She was just crying. She's like, I don't know what to make for you guys today. I don't have the energy for
Right.
you guys. And it's like, can you imagine a nurse doing that at the hospital
Yeah.
during COVID? Like, I don't have the energy to do
Yeah.
this, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're making a 30-second video. Like, buck up, Buttercup.
And it's not like we're all on like pins and needles waiting.
know, it's like-
Waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna make
A video
content?
today?
What am I gonna do?
But I also used to feel that pressure as a content creator. I've gotten
There is
less
that
and
pressure.
less, but even with my Instagram, if I haven't posted, I mean, I post my story every single day because I feel that social
Algorithms.
anxiety. Yeah. But sometimes I won't post like a picture or something on my page or whatever. And I'm like, if it's more than 3 days, I'm like, what are they going to think? Like, they're going to think like I've like fallen off of the earth if I don't post a thirst trap really quickly. Like, it's just so, it's a weird head fuck that you get into.
When you look at your feed and you're like, the last post was 8 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But even Instagram
Yes.
tells you if you go more than 3 days, you can kiss your algorithm, your
Fucking
interaction.
seriously.
Good-
Is
goodbye.
it really? Do
Yeah.
they? Oh, I'll see. I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, they
Daily stories, and then you shouldn't go any more than like 2 full days without a
Yeah,
post.
yeah.
And
I
sometimes
try.
it sucks. Like sometimes
It
they don't have the
is.
energy, but we don't go and cry about it
Well,
and film it.
Well, for me
Right.
too, when I cut off, when I am not in Los Angeles, if I am away with my family or friends or whatever, I set my phone down and I'm
Good.
not social media. I'm in the moment and I want to enjoy what I'm doing with my people, but I will just say like, hey guys, like I'm going, and like I owe them that. I don't owe them that,
Yeah,
and they don't
that's-
give a fuck, but
yeah.
I do it because it makes me feel better. Same way I work out and record it every day, like anyone cares to watch my workout, but it makes me
I always do.
accountable.
It's so weird because you do it in the fast forward.
Because there's like
But I love watching it, and like, bitch, I'm not working out next to you. That's for damn sure. And I'm like,
Sylvia, there's that group of people like him who watch
Yeah.
your
I always
story
watch
every
it
day,
because
and
it's
they're
Yeah.
cute to see you go around. I'm like, that's my girl.
promise.
I'm not working out, but that's my girl.
I'm glad she's doing it.
Yeah.
That's exactly right, and it's cute to me.
Well, I'm
So
glad.
I do watch it. all
Okay,
the
I'm
time.
glad you like it because I just do it because I'm like, oh, it holds me accountable to like,
Well,
to
I'm
do
sure
it.
That's true.
You know.
I'm like, get those glutes, baby.
Yeah. They will never be
stop.
what Felix has. I have paid so much money to try and get there, and I can't do it.
Is it like a family trait? Like I know you work out a lot, but people just naturally have a booty,
Yeah.
or they don't.
Yeah.
No, actually, all my family's like tall and skinny. We're all soccer players, and I played
Oh,
soccer.
every soccer player has a great ass.
Yeah, that
really?
is the
Okay.
Oh.
truth.
The legs and the ass for any soccer player.
I agree with that statement.
Those are goals.
Ronaldo's ass is flat though. Have you seen Ronaldo's ass? It's like
I don't
No,
watch
it's
enough
not.
soccer to know even who Ronaldo is. He's got
What?
dark hair, right?
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He's like the most famous.
All I
actor.
know is Beckham, and
Well, he's like Beckham,
cute.
just
okay.
just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what we haven't done yet?
We always forget to do it at the beginning of the show.
No, it's the word of the day.
Yay!
This is Silvia Saige's sexy, funny, raw word of the day.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
Autofellatio.
So basically, we just do a word of the day. It's a sex terminology, and I will read off the word to you, and then you guys can see if you know what it is. But I only pick words that I also didn't know. So we all try and learn a little sex education.
This
So
is exciting.
we'll see if I can pronounce it, but here we go. Okay. Kigurim. You say it. You say it.
Kigurumi.
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 I just
It-
learned what fellatio
when
means
you-
the other day, so
No,
I don't
you
know
did not.
any of these things.
Give me a
You're
break.
lying.
Like what's like
The
recently.
technical term, right? Like you
Right,
knew what
exactly, like,
blowjobs were, but you didn't know
Fellatio?
like.
Like what the fuck is fellatio? And then
Fellatio
I
is
I
like-
found
They
it
learned
out
that in, like,
Oral.
by
seventh
hearing about
grade.
what autofellatio is.
Auto.
Yeah.
Autofellatio.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Autofellatio? It's so
Sorry.
odd.
I didn't know that was a movie. Is it a? What are you talking about
It's
right
it's
now?
somebody
Yeah, it's
that can suck themselves.
The next Transformers movie.
and they have to like shift their back, and then they can literally
Oh.
suck and like they give themselves a blowjob.
It's
Mo-
pretty
a lot of
impressive.
people
I don't
can,
know if that would be fun
Is
though.
that a thing a lot of people can do?
Every guy or person with a penis
Has tried.
Always tried.
Tried. For
I
sure.
have
Yeah.
personally tried
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
I just don't know how enjoyable
No
it is to give yourself a
No
blowjob.
success.
It's kind of I'm like, was it uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Like, can you even breathe when you're like that?
I don't know.
you're-
It
You'll
would
have
be.
to use your nose.
But that's not what this is. Just so everyone
Sorry,
knows.
sorry.
No.
but that's not what this is. But
Kigurumi.
now I'm interested. When you say it, the meaning makes sense. I wasn't going to pronounce it correctly, so you say it again.
Kigurumi.
Kigurumi.
Okay. What do you think? What do you got?
Kigurumi is when you're in an aerobic brace, and then suspended above the floor.
I
And
like
then-
the
and then
confidence in the answer.
I
someone-
know, I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
Someone in a full latex bodysuit and a zipper mouth comes in with a whip and
Okay.
trails it along the floor
Okay.
and teases you.
Wow.
She's thought
Is
about
this a
this.
fantasy?
She has like this all
I was like, is this
oh,
a
yeah.
fantasy playing out right now?
I was just waiting for someone to ask me what Kigurumi meant, so I'm on it. And then they tease you with the whip, and then they like put you higher in the air.
And then
so-
Bette Midler sings "Wind Beneath My Wings" in the corner, and it's set.
How did you know? See,
Girl, Kigurumi.
Oh, yeah.
Kigurumi girls.
And then they
Oh my
have
God.
sex in the brace until
Until
Yeah.
Bette's done with the song.
oh yeah.
I don't know, but I would watch that. I will pay to watch that show. Okay, that is not what Kigurumi is.
Close though.
Did
It's
you have-
real close.
Okay.
Real.
And any guess?
I mean, I'm trying to like dissect the word like
Yeah.
you know Kegurumi, you know, and then Rumi. Like, can I see how it's spelled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably I have.
It sounds Japanese.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like,
Now we're on the right track, kids.
It sounds like a type of like sushi or something. You know.
No, that's further off the track, but it is a fetish involving anime mask and most often manifest as men dressing up as female anime characters.
Oh, cool.
So real close to what you said.
Just a bit, yeah.
Like in the fall. And
Still costumes. Full leather, not, but
I watched this whole documentary about straight men get dressed up in full female doll outfits. Like from the like every inch of them is covered either in latex, and they spend thousands of dollars, and it's like a full dolls, and they will go shopping, they'll go walk around, but they are encased in a female's body.
And wait, is this a sexual gratification?
They don't
that's
necessarily
coming off
have
of it?
sex. They're not having sex with other men.
It's
They
just-
don't identify in most cases as gay
or
any-
cross-dressing.
None of
or-
that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a fetish for sure. Like,
Yeah.
But we're talking thousands of dollars, and they don't look natural. And
Where are these people?
all over the U.S. I'll send you a link to it
Yeah.
because it's fascinating.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Now I'm going to
like-
be looking for these people.
They go to conventions.
Okay.
And they look not like a real girl at all. It looks literally like a grown-up doll.
Interesting.
It's probably
Yeah.
like being paraded around or shown off.
Now, are they having like surgeries to make this look happen, or it's all just
It's
aesthetics?
all costume and like a thousands.
Okay.
But they'll even like go sunbathe outside like of their patio in this full
Full
doll
outfit.
and a bikini like outfit.
What?
And it's the
So
craziest thing.
it's a mental like just
Yeah,
totally, like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
that's kind
yeah.
of rad though. That's like
Yeah.
because like I know I have a friend in Houston who has like this. He spent like almost $5,000 on like a furry suit.
yeah,
like those,
that's also a
Oh,
big expense.
yeah.
because those things are hella expensive.
Yeah.
Like, getting the stilts for like the heels
Yes,
and like the
the
big
hooks
paws
and the-
even
yeah.
Oh
the-
my God.
You can make the like face like really realistic and stuff. Like those things are crazy. But like going back to like you know the monetary dedication to making
Yes.
this practice reality, like that's
I mean, I
wild.
feel like just being. I mean, you can vouch for this. Just being a woman in general, this every day is theatrics. Every day.
that's her
Every day I
drag,
leave the
that's
house.
drama,
Yeah,
yeah.
it truly is. I'm like,
We do so much work.
yes. I mean, I didn't shave my legs today, but I mean, most times I do so much work.
I do understand furries though, because furries you're actually fucking other people, and you can literally be somebody else, and it's just your body part that's
See?
like a
exposed.
physical part. that's,
Yeah,
like,
so that
physical
I get.
No. See, that's where like I could wear a mask and feel comfortable, but who wants to be in that sweaty ass costume, sweating your balls off with just a dick out?
Oh God!
Take
my
All
money.
of you guys are into this.
I feel like
just
a latex suit. Would that get similarly?
That would
Yeah,
be too sweaty
yeah,
and
that
too
is too
stinky for
sweaty.
me.
It is
No.
too sweaty.
Insulation.
Oh, yeah,
and-
I've done
even
I've
like
done
the-
stuff in latex before. And it's just
how-
you just
Latex
peel
is
it
hot.
off.
I
You
just
can see
don't-
every
It's hot. It's
curve,
definitely
every
hot.
bulge. Like that's sexy.
But it's literally
I always
hot.
feel good
Yeah.
in latex.
Well, everyone feels sexy in latex, but any movement is just like you're just sweating.
Oh,
like
forget it.
yeah, bullets. This is better to me. The almost nothing there. This is better than like a full up costume. For
Have
me,
you guys ever seen
like-
the Saturday Night Live of the? It's like a parody of the Matrix when they've all got like this all leather and he's walking around.
Oh, that's funny. And
It's
they probably can't move.
Oh yeah.
I feel like is that
Yeah.
how latex is?
Well, I mean, it's
kinda squeaks
yeah,
and
it
stuff
is
whenever you
squeaky
move,
and movable, and
Really?
yeah.
And you can't eat chicken nuggets because they're not going to fit the next time around. Don't ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Were you in latex yesterday?
God, girl, it's been a few years since I've been in latex.
Well, you said something about that
No,
big
but-
nugget, and I was like, "Do we?"
Honey, that latex outfit lasted for a very short time. Short time. No, but do you consider this like your costume? Like when you dress like this, do you run errands at the Bev Connection? I mean,
You do?
I do.
Yes. Oh my god, I like want to run errands with you.
Let's do it.
I wear my Pornhub hat, my slut hat, stuff like that all the time. Like I'm always in like little crop tops. Like I love putting my sexuality out there. Like I know I'm almost a 40-year-old woman. I don't give a fuck. Like I still feel sexy.
now would
so
you
I
feel
wanna
bad if
put
there
it
was
out
like a
there.
little kid there, like looking at you?
You know, so I will say, so I went to a restaurant the other day day, and it was like a nice restaurant. And I was wearing my Pornhub hat and my little tank top, and we sat in the dining room near a family, and I actually said to the server, "Do you mind if we move like closer to the bar?"
I'm considerate about like younger people as well. I try to be, because I know that I can understand like the thought process of like, you know,
the kid's gonna ask a lot of questions,
right.
you know, and I'd just rather just like I'll sit by the bar where other grown-ups are, and when your kid passes me, they pass me, and then that's what it is. But I don't like want to make it uncomfortable for everybody. I think I used to want to make it uncomfortable for people. And I would do the same thing with like weed before it was legal. Like in my 20s, like I lived in Kansas City and it's not legal there. And I would be like rolling a blunt and like smoking it out in front of everybody, just like as people go into the store, you know, like just trying to be too much. Yeah, but just trying too hard to like be me, you know, and force it on other people. And now I'm like, okay, I can still be me without like shoving it down everybody's throat. Okay.
Oh, yeah, wear that slut hat.
Yeah, I love the slut hat. The Pornhub hat gets me more compliments though. Yeah, people are always like, I love your hat.
Because everybody's watching Pornhub.
Right,
That's
exactly.
it. Everybody is watching Pornhub.
Yeah.
Every age, every sex, every orientation.
Yeah.
It just is. Especially when they put out the reports, Pornhub will do the demographics.
Yeah.
And it talks about what kind of porn people are watching, where they're watching it, and it's the Bible Belt is the highest amount of porn.
Really?
And it's
Yes,
very
every time.
niche fetish porn, too. It's not just like missionary or even threesome. It's like hardcore.
Trans porn is
Trans
huge in the Midwest.
We're the biggest. We're like one of the biggest categories.
Yeah.
Especially
during COVID, it increased. I think the number was like 65%. They put that number out.
Yep.
And it mirrored the Bible Belt, which is trying to restrict so many of trans rights, which is so disgusting.
See,
But they want to watch it
back
and
us
jerk
out,
off
baby.
to it, but they don't want you to have the right to do anything in life.
Wait,
It
so-
shows what those sort of cultures do
Yeah.
to somebody's
The
mind.
hypocrisy,
And
yes.
the hypocrisy. It fucks your like everything.
They're
up
so
when you
repressed.
restrict it. Yeah, the repressive.
And it's funny that during COVID, trans porn watching went up, and then we know that trans suicides went up because there's this isolated feeling and this loneliness that's happening in the community.
Oh yeah,
Do you
and,
feel
like,
that? Do you feel like the community itself is isolating?
like the others in the community.
Yeah.
Like we all support each
Okay,
other so
okay,
much
good.
because we all know how hard it is.
Yeah.
Like I always tell myself, and I've told friends this too, being trans is like living life on expert mode.
Do you feel like the straight community or gay community have turned their backs on you?
I've met a lot of straight people and gay people both that have given me so much love.
Okay.
But I think anybody in any category is gonna either support or
Well, right.
turn their
yeah.
back on. It's like super hard. Like I think the worst people are like really rich white guys and women. They look at me and they're just like, "Hi, sir."
Really?
Like saying something on purpose.
No, because they just have no idea.
Really?
I'm just like, you've never even hired one of me before. Like you have the money to.
You could hire 4 of us.
Oh yeah.
I would say
hilarious.
there's still a division with the gay and trans community.
Yeah.
Like
Very
you go out
much.
to West Hollywood and there's gay clubs up and down the street, but there's not a trans presence. And I know that there's still a resistance, and I think it's getting better because we're seeing more trans representation in gay mainstream porn, which never used to be the case even 3-4 years ago.
You know what I want to happen? The same thing I want to happen for racism. I just think that everybody should be fucking everybody. Just like everybody dabble into everybody and like no one worry about it. Just like
Right.
Just
If you're
overall
fuck people.
unification.
Yes.
Do it.
Just like fuck whoever you want.
Okay,
Like, do your things.
but because this is like a hot topic for Grindr, whether you can say no fats, no femmes, no Asians, whatever, you can't tell your body what you're
Attracted
what
to.
you're attracted to. Like,
Right,
if
right,
you don't
right.
like onions on your burger, you don't want onions on your burger.
But let me just preface that by saying, before I got into porn, I was like, will not touch another woman's vagina. I was like,
That changed.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And now, because I put myself in the position and because I experienced
what you're
it,
saying. Yeah.
I learned to have an appreciation for the female body. Now, I will still say mentally, I have a hard time having an orgasm when a woman is eating my pussy, because mentally I go, don't get there. Don't, like, it's weird that I'm like, oh, don't come. Like, I don't want to get that excited by a female. Mentally, it's a weird space for me.
I mean, what's wrong with that happening?
I don't know.
But it's not like you're at home and you're like, hey, I think I want to hook up with a girl tonight. You're not doing that.
No, but I will say, like, when I show up at the set and she's a cute girl, I'm like, yeah, like I'm like excited about it. Yeah, I'm excited to kiss her. I'm excited to touch her little titties. Awesome. I'm excited to bounce on her little tight ass because she's gonna be 10 to 20 years younger than me, and like I'm just excited to touch her body. But I don't want to date her. But because I experience sex with a woman, I enjoy sex with a woman. So,
but like, so what's to stop you on putting on Tinder, I'm not into women? Is that like, oh, that's sexist and that's whatever? Like on Grindr, if I put, hey, I'm not into this, I'm not into it. And that's my own private sexual time.
That's okay.
Yeah, and that's fine. But I think more people should try things.
Why do you think?
I agree.
I've tried everything, believe me.
Just try it out. See what you think.
Why do you think people are so like not willing to, jump into things?
Labels.
Maybe not to the
labels, because they don't want the stigma of being the gay person, or that I have, or that I've had sex with this trans woman, that the macho man doesn't want to put it into that, like, take himself to that place. I don't even know. It's a masculinity toxic thing.
And you can still go on Grindr or Sniffies or Scruff or whatever, and it's like, straight guy, only wants blowjob, no anal, no whatever. It's like, you're a straight guy that's on this app looking for a blowjob. Maybe you're not as straight as you say, but there's that label because they're not scared of it, of like, hey, maybe they're bi, or maybe they just like blowjobs from guys. Why does it need this hardcore label?
Right. I think everyone needs to chill, because it's like we've been taught so much to like just be one or the other.
Yeah.
And there's no one or the other. It's
you
like
can
be
any
right.
It scares us.
It
it's the unknown.
Weirdly, I feel like I don't even get to be a woman anymore. I'm just forever going to be the porn star. Like, I'm forever going to have that title. I'm forever going to be the girl who sucked all these dicks. I'm never going to get to just be like woman again, Like,
that's badass. Like.
Yeah, but it's just a weird space to be in, and like I get that. I don't know. Okay, that we have to wrap this up
already.
Because
it's been like 20 minutes.
I can see our producer over there. He's like, we have to go.
Oh, I thought he was just like getting into it, like woohoo!
He's like, I like it.
Come on, vaginas. Let's go,
we
vaginas.
just got heated up.
I know, that's what happens. But before we do leave, I want to. Well, first off, I need to thank our sponsors, Fleshbot and CyberSocket. Thank you so much, and thank you to Alexander for being here. Always such a pleasure.
Oh, and if I could just say really fast, CyberSocket award nominations are out, so you have until March 15th to vote for your favorite cock, ass, duo, fan site, all of it. So go to cybersocketawards.com.
Love it. Okay, and before we go, Savannah, please tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Savannah Manhattan. You can find me on Venmo at Savannah Manhattan. That's honestly
what I'm talking about.
The top social media that I care about. If I get to be verified on Venmo, that's it.
Is there a verification? I know. I was like, is there a
I'll be the first one.
Hell yeah.
Send me all the money.
I like that mindset.
Make sure mama doesn't work.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love it so much.
I like you.
Okay, Felix, tell the people where they can find you.
Instagram, Felix __Fox. There's 2 underscores.
Don't forget the 2 underscores.
Yes.
So many people. I can't find his Instagram. I can't look at his ass. 2 underscores. There you go. Calm down. Literally.
Twitter, Felix Fox, and then XXX. So in totality, there's 5 X's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Got Felix Fox, XXX.
XXX, yeah. And
Got
then,
it.
A lot of X.
And the OnlyFans is
A lot of
Felix
X.
XX Fox.
I was going to say, get close to the microphone for that.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay. OnlyFans is Felix XX Fox.
Do you have an OnlyFans going on right now?
No way.
Oh, my God.
No. I shouldn't say no way. I should say not right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Say that. Say that. That's better.
Not right now, but I do have. In April, I have new boobs and butt.
That's so exciting.
My surgery's next week.
What? Oh my God! I am so excited for you. Do you have someone to help take care of you?
I was
'Cause
gonna
you'll
say
need
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want me
Yeah.
to get you like groceries?
I
or
know,
something?
right? Like, what do you need help with?
I always love the support. And
Oh my
help,
God, I'm so
feel
excited
free
for
to
you.
stop by, hang out.
Yes.
We need to have like a boo party. Like
Yes.
a boo party. Tits out.
Yes. I am
Getting
so
some
excited for
C-cups,
you.
honey.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. How
And a
fun.
bigger butt.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So I can wear
let's-
Just Fuck Me shorts like
Let's
Felix.
talk
It's there in
Uh,
Las Vegas off the strip. There's this
Ugh.
custom clothing store. Just it's
Can you
amazing.
imagine being
We'll
that
be
Taylor?
matching.
Like, mesh-
Yeah. It's like I can't talk about your ass anymore. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for us. Thank you so much to everyone. And until next time, adios, guys.